My name is Montana Cannon, and I am an oilman's daughter, and he was the president of AmeriGas when he was 25, and he found one of the largest continental United States oil finds. So I wasn't raised with my dad, but it passes through the DNA on love of nature, love of building businesses and solving the problems. A wildcatter doesn't have these signs that says, drill here, drill here. They have to study, research, hear where the probabilities are, and keep trying and trying and trying. Now, when I was being raised, there wasn't cell phones or internet or things like that. So we are getting all this information and learning a little bit later. But we're learning that when you have dreamed 40 or 45 times, it's pretty much an indication that this is what you should be doing. And my dream was Grand Canyon at sunset, and across the river, miles and miles horses, shoulder to shoulder. On my side, miles and miles of horses, shoulder to shoulder, their butts facing me. They all turn at the same time and they say, "Save us." I take this as a message from the Creator to help the wild horses. And from the very beginning, I'm sure the intention was good, but when you have expense of buying the land, setting up the ranches, hiring people, having to buy the water or buy the feed for the BLM horses or the Department of Ag horses, it's expensive. And my emphasis is on the veterans. What I live my life on is ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And what we can do is lower the expense that taking care of the wild horses does. It's very weighty on states and counties and cities in the area. Why not turn it around to be a more profitable thing and actually solve the solutions, having big fences, cattlemen, and working with the BLM, working with Department of Ag, but helping the at-risk and the homeless veterans and the veterans who need help, where the entry fees of the 88% of Americans who love wild horses hear that those who are running for re-election, 88% crosses over political and belief systems. So we have something here that Americans love. So if Americans will come and pay a small entry fee, then those entry fees actually help take care of the veterans and the horses that are on the property. Now, one of the things we want to do is grow our own food for the horses on the properties, so we're not raising any prices for the ranchers around there because we actually are pro-rancher. But we have a problem of generational thinking, which is my grandfather slaughtered him, his grandfather slaughtered him, and his grandfather slaughtered him, and that's a generational mindset. So before the Wild Horse and Burro Act, the cowboys did do the slaughtering, and it balanced out the numbers. But if we had the veterans doing the management, it gives them purpose and helps us to work with them and to heal them from PTSD and other things that they're dealing with. But also manages the number of the horses in a scientific, in a sensitive, and safe way. So we actually get the DNA from the horses and know what we're dealing with. Imagine in Virginia City, all these people coming to do the gold mining or the silver mining from all over the county or country, what kind of DNA you had there. In other areas, I mean, we could have Spanish blood, horses. How cool of history is that? Now we know that the dark side is trying to tear down the statues and shoot the bald eagles and annihilate the horses. But if we look at this as a part of our American history and a part of our heritage, we can actually use these facilities to turn the mindset and the belief systems of people by using mathematics, science, biochemistry, and other ways of mining water reclamation, teaching them about that, teaching them about water reclamation, land reclamation, wildlife preservation, and using this a way to really teach our youth what they're not getting, what they've been missing out on. So We have ways that will make money for the veterans in other areas, products that they can make. We can have weddings, we can have restaurants and guest services. So we'll actually treat our guests with excellence when they come in, and have facilities very much like the San Diego Wild Animal Park, but it will be a smaller scale of animals. So we'll help the animals in the area like pronghorn, sheep, mountain goats, all the different deers and elk, bison, etc. And we'll also have facilities on there that if wildlife get hurt in the area, that they can actually come to our area. So we wanted to meet with our nation because there's a couple issues that we see that we could help with. Actually, being an oilman's daughter, I know how to get energy for a lot cheaper that's a lot more impactful and would make our country more money. That should be a good bait for you to call us up. So we feel that we will always listen, be open-minded, but try to find the very best solutions and keep moving and reiterating on those solutions so that if something comes up, we just do it better. So we're looking forward to meeting you. We hope we'll get a call to come to Washington, D.C., or that you just call us and ask us questions. Thank you for your time, and we're looking forward to your feedback about our movies and videos. Good day.